Hey folks, welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. Last time we completed the Grassland Ring, now we're on our way to the Wooded Plateau. We met with the Sphinx, who posed us an interesting series of questions and powered up the tower, which sent a green beam of light towards the megastructure. If the pattern follows, something similar may happen here in the second area. Let's go check it out.
Alright everybody, I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site, but while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. You know, to get that success rate up a bit. Maybe there's another one of those labs that Wonka found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Okay, so here we are. We've got another ring. Looks like once again we'll need 8 puzzles to get the tetraminos we need to get across to this second tower. Let's take a quick look around the area using our camera. Get a sense for kind of what we're dealing with here. So, I can see a number of puzzle areas. Looks like kind of a large... Yeah, there's a cliff edge we can kind of walk around the edge of. Looks like a large kind of square-ish plateau of sorts with a bunch of puzzles in it. And then obviously across the way we've got the tower. Okay. Well, let's go counterclockwise, I think. Let's head over this way. We can see we've got 8 puzzles, a golden gate, and then 2 lost puzzles and the bridge mechanism. Let's start. Let's start going around the outer edge here. Looking around, seeing what we can find. Heading towards puzzles and whatnot. We do have some sort of structure here. A large tower. I can see there is a... Yeah, there's a connector up there. Interesting. Okay. And it's pointed off towards 2 other locations, but the points are... The connector is not powered. It's not currently connected to anything. So if we send a beam there, those 2 points that it's going towards will get powered at some point. I guess we could use the camera to get a rough idea of what those are connecting to if we climb up here for a second. So that one's pointing off in that direction, way far over there. And then this one is headed over that direction. It's pretty far to see. Okay. So we'll continue along the outer edge here, and then I think we'll do things as we find them, and then work our way inwards towards the middle later. Got a triangular kind of marker on the path here. Lots of insects here in the forest. And we have a terminal over here. Let's go ahead and see what this one has to tell us. All right, World Spirit. This is an author unknown at Lost Forest Exterior 1. What is it that drives historical processes? It's easy to dismiss the idea of the great man, or the great woman for that matter, when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. But is there no space at all for the individual in all this? Are there not moments when, in Hegelian fashion, an individual may represent the world spirit itself? Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that itself another form of determinism? Here we have this number, once again, 5358. If this is some sort of encoded message, what would it be? If we take a simple cipher where the letters represent, the numbers represent letters of the alphabet, then this would be A, B, C, D, E, E, C, E, and then 8 would be F, G, H. So E, C, E, H? Not really a thing. From Augustus to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose actions seem to drive rather than merely be driven by history. They make bold choices, for good or ill, that transform entire societies. Or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not ultimately just the expression of a historical moment? In other words, if it wasn't Lincoln, would there have been another man stepping into that role? Would history have placed whoever was president of the United States in the mid-19th century into a position of having to fight the Civil War and choose whether to emancipate the slaves? But if they are, where is the space for human agency? Sometimes seems to me that all of human history has been that one struggle, to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history. And heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. Our greater goal then ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate, as much as that is possible in this universe. Do the times, does the man make the times, or do the times make the man, right? It's a fairly widespread and eternal question, as I consider it. We have Founding 2 here, and then another note from Trevor, another audio recording from Trevor. This is from Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 14. Melampus and Yemo went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They've not returned yet, which means that we're stretched a little thin, since we're still posting guards at all times. But those large herbivores haven't come back yet, and at any rate, Eustathius assures us that they're non-aggressive. But it's better not to take any chances, not when there's so few of us and so many of them. I wonder if they saw a bunch of cows, maybe? Athena and Cornelius and Eustathius spend most of their time drawing up plans and arguing, in a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like background noise after a while. And then we have more. I don't know what to make of this. It's mostly numbers with the occasional letter, but it doesn't seem like something I could easily translate. I'm not quite sure, like if I were to exit the game and go find something to translate this, what would it be? Because it doesn't have sufficient numbers that it's a simple cipher. And I don't know if it's encoded ASCII text, or what would that be? We'll have started construction on the first habitat, or we have started construction on the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for now, but we'll all be glad to get out of the rain.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
Interesting that the feline is the only... I think there were birds as well, but mostly the cat was pretty much the only creature we saw in the first game. Where is puzzle number 1? I guess it's this way, if we follow this path. Where does this go? This leads up here. Okay, so we saw that, and then I guess this must be puzzle number 1? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's do puzzle number 1. Quantum tunneling. All right, quantum tunneling. So what is this? A driller. Oh, neat. Okay, so I can't pass through. Oh, this is really cool. But we can use it to drill holes in metal walls, it looks like. And we can use that to pass through laser beams, for example. So there's another quantum tunneler. What happens if we... I'm not sure why we need these yet. There's another metal wall there that we could have gone through. I don't know if we need this one. Okay, if we step through here... Oh, I get it. Or do I get it? We need to use these to... Okay, we need to use these to extract the other one. So, like, if I put this here, and then come out here, I can pull it through the hole, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we need to do something like this. Pull this one through. Tunnel this from the other side. Pull this one through. Alright, and there's the solution. Alright, first puzzle down.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
It's a good point. It's not strictly functional. There is a sense of aesthetics, not just to the puzzle areas themselves, but to the rest of the what's been placed above, right? Down below, there'll be another lab with more technology and stuff, but up here, we have all these carved stone structures. All right, let's go do puzzle number 2. This is mutual aid. Mutual aid, all right. So we have a jammer here. Now that is interesting. Why does it turn red? I guess that's the highlight. I was wondering if it had something to do with the color here. Obviously, with the driller here, we can open that up and get through the gate that way, sure. I wonder if it makes more sense to do it, like, from this side. Okay. Got 3 more metal walls here. Let's jam this open from this side and then bring this with us. See what we can see in here. So we could jam that open through the wall. Okay, I think I get it. So we open this, we jam this here like this, then go through and pull it through. And then use it to pull the driller through as well. Okay. I'm not... Okay. What else have we got here? There's the solution. So we just put the driller here. And walk on through. There we go. Puzzle 2 solved. We're still in the early game here. I'm sure there will be some stumpers later on. But
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence? You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
yeah. Why are we being tested? Why is it so reminiscent of the process in the simulation or the goal in the simulation? There's no Elohim. There's no Milton. There's no QR codes or failure or death. We haven't died so far, actually, but I suppose it's possible. If I flung myself off this cliff, I'd probably die. So why has whoever built this done so? It's a great question. Amongst many other great questions that we have. That this entire situation, this whole island, is posing. Let's see. I do see 3 over there. I'm not seeing anything else on the compass in this direction, but that doesn't mean there's not something out here. Either a Prometheus spark or an artifact or some other sort of star puzzle. We still don't know anything about the Golden Gates, but I think those are late game, so we'll try not to get too discouraged or frustrated by that for now. We'll have an opportunity to come back later. Let's see what else we can find amidst all the foliage. So what is this? Is this 3? All right, here's number 3. Let's do this puzzle. Back up. Okay. So we can see a connector in there, red light. You can get through the drill. You can use the driller to get through the metal to get the red light, I guess. We've got an RGB converter in there, blocked by blue. I think we start here with blue because we can grab this and then do something like this. Oh no, that is interesting. We could theoretically... Not sure. Well, for now, let's get red open. That gets us another connector. So, okay. We've got the driller and the 2 connectors, and we need red and blue lights to make green with this. With the RGB converter. So, I think it's pretty clear the first thing we do is point that at green. Is there any way... Alright, this one, I'm not immediately seeing the solution because how do you... We only have the 1 driller. So how do you get one of these lights out? How would you get one of these lights out? Like, I can get red fairly easily, but then I don't know how to get blue, or vice versa. And we only have the 2 other connectors. Is there a way to drill through 2 walls at the same time? That would be my guess. Like, so if I get this open, I guess I'd have to put it, like, here. And then try to make that work. If I pull this over to this side, can't take driller through its own hole. Okay. Okay, we can get it open, and then we could do something like this, right? Where we come over here and grab the red one this way. And then reconnect it like this. 1, 2, 3. So then now we can take the driller inside. Can I get through 2 holes this way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't go over there. So that's not going to work. The fact that we now have this open, we can get red. Oh, wait a minute. Now we can do it. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Now we go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. So the trick was having this one powered without using the driller so we could get over there to get the blue one. Okay, puzzle solved.
Well done, 1K.
I like their occasional bits of encouragement. It seems each of them picks, like, one puzzle that they found particularly challenging to compliment us on when we solve it. Alright, we've got a private message here from Doge. I've relayed your responses to my friends, and they've reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? Okay, so Doge is kind of playing the Milton role a little bit. Yeah, go ahead. Now, you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in an advisory capacity trying to guide our city to prosperity. People who know things which would only scare or confuse the average citizen. I have 5 such friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you. Well, who are these people? I can't yet tell you their names, but I can tell you a little bit about them. The first is an engineer by trade. Tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. I mean, isn't that just Melville? As far as I know, Melville was like the only engineer. The second is a scholar of some repute. Thinks the big questions have answers in our code. Could be someone like Mr. Mulciber from The Road to Gehenna. The third is, well, it's hard to pin down, a practitioner, let's say, of the esoteric arts. The fourth is a member of the political establishment, and the fifth, well, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. So, is there someone you think would make a good match? A match? Interesting. So an engineer, a scholar, a practitioner of esoteric arts. Not quite sure what that means. Fourth is a politico. And the fifth, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. What does 1K want to do? We've learned a few things about 1K. He's curious, he's open-minded, he likes a good mystery, he wants people to have fun and enjoy their lives. He thinks work is important, but not the be-all, end-all. So probably not the politico. Or the engineer. I think he does love a good mystery, so it's probably either... Yeah, the scholar sounds a bit drab for 1K. Presumably over time we get to meet all of these people, but probably either the one that's hard to pin down or the mysterious fifth person. I think the bigger the mystery, the more intrigued 1K is, so let's go with the mysterious fifth person. No, that would be a very bad idea for everyone. Your answers to my questions and our observations of your behavior elsewhere has given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person that I should put you in touch with. You've shown a commitment to scientific progress and pursuit of the truth. Your support would mean a great deal to my friend from engineering. She's no kind of expert on the human condition, but she's dedicated to analyzing how the world works and using that knowledge to shape our future for the better. Are you happy for me to put you in touch? Well, sure, please do. Okay, I'll send an introduction in due course. Not what it seems, get involved behind the scenes. All right, interesting. Okay, so we've done puzzles 1, 2, and 3. I'm a little bit lost now in terms of where I was exploring. I think the edge was off behind it a little bit. Let me get as high as I can here. So where did we start? We started over there. Yeah, and then came around that way. So I think I want to go to the left. Yeah, I want to head. I want to head over there. Okay. I mean, the engineer has to be Melville, right? I mean, we've already met her. But who else could it be? She's like the only engineer left. Now that's interesting. There is... I wonder if I'll die if I drop... I think I will because I don't think I can climb back up. Probably, right? I don't think I need to do that to know for sure. Let's see what else we can locate here. Aha, now what is this? Geometric structure and a Prometheus spark. Okay, well, we'll collect it. Probably won't use it, but having it's nice. What else we got going on here? Kind of a beautiful view. Just more mountains, more trees, and then fog in the valley. One interesting thing, these sort of form a shape depending on the perspective you look at them. I wonder if that could be a puzzle at some later date. Some sort of perspective puzzle. It's not really in line with the other types of puzzles from the first game and the ones we've seen so far from this game, but could be, right? All right, we've got this large building, or structure, which I'm guessing is another puzzle. Let's see if we can find the number marker. Yeah, here's number 4. Okay. And then there's a path behind it that I want to check out, but let's... What is this? What does that do? That's interesting. Okay, this one's weird. There's a number of markers here. There's in fact 4 of them. No, 3 of them. There's one that fell over. No, that's the... Okay, that's the guidepost. So there's one there. There's another one here. And then there's a third one here. And this one has a mysterious switch that we don't know what it does. Very strange. So it can be off or on. I think we'll turn it on and leave it. Perhaps there's more of those we need to figure out. I wonder if there were some of these back at the grasslands that I just missed, that I ignored or missed. I wonder if this has something to do with the Golden Gate. Do the others change? No, that's still blinking. As is that one. All right, very, very intriguing. Let's head into puzzle 4 here. Placement. Okay. So we've got a driller. We've got a fan. I am curious, if I turn this off, does the fan still work? It does. Okay, so they're not interconnected. Well, we can jump here and take a look around. I guess we could get... We could take the driller with us and do something like jump up here, and then I don't even see the metal wall for us to drill yet. Looks like we can't cheese that gate. What else do we have? I wonder if it can cut through... Okay, so I can see... Ah, now I understand. All right. So we angle the drill cut to let ourselves in there. I think that's the starting point. No, that's... well... Oh, we could have just brought this here. We didn't need to be up on... All right. Not sure. Okay, now I'm not sure. Well, here's the connector anyway. Now what are we doing? Oh, there's another metal wall there. Okay, so I can see... We can stick the connector on the pressure plate. That's going to open the gate. This gets us access to the blue light. So... Curious. It seems like we need a jammer, or we need to... Oh, look, there's a metal... There's metal up there, and then there's the light gate. I understand. Okay, so... We grab this, like so. I need to be able to see... Yeah, okay. If I can get this up on there, I think it's high enough to work. Ah! Come on, let me drop you here. That looks almost like it should work, but it can't get the light from there. Maybe I'm not supposed to be up here. Maybe it's like far back in a corner. No, I think it does have to be kind of like that to work. It has to be fairly high up. We don't have anything else we can use to open... Yeah, to get the angle on this, we have to be pretty high up. How low can I make this happen? It was there for a second. Hold on. Is this where we want to put it? Like right there? I think I'm personally blocking it. Oh, it's not high enough. Weird. It sort of feels like that's right, except the angle's wrong. Is there another way to target the gate? If I had one more item, something I could put on that pressure plate, I could put the box there and put the connector on top of it, and I think it would just be enough. But I don't think I have another item in this puzzle. There's nothing in here that we left behind, right? Weird. Where else am I gonna put it where it can both accept the connection? Like up on there? Is there a way for me to get up on that platform? Like, how would I get even higher? Like, if I could float here, that would work too. But, okay, I might be making a mistake here. In the previous game, if you just drop this here on the fan, it would not float up. It would, yeah, it gets knocked off to the side. So you're definitely supposed to notice that you can jump there. But how would I get higher? Or what would I do to get higher? I could get sort of... Hold on. Let me put this down for the time being. So where can I traverse? If I come over here, I'm sort of stuck. I can get to here as well. But I don't think that helps me. Oh, wait a minute. There's little... Ah, I see. Well, first of all, one thing I just noticed, there's little slits in the stone here above the gate. So theoretically, this could come out. Maybe it could come out with if the gate was closed. Yeah. Okay. So hold on. Let's see about that. Maybe I can make this happen. Can't pull the gate through its own hole, but we can pull the hexahedron through. Okay, so we've got everything outside. I think this is what we're doing. Or, oh, I guess we could, depending on how it works, it could be just as simple as sitting on top of the... Okay, maybe that's why I can jump up here. To make the connection. All right, hold on. Darn it. Or actually, hold on. Maybe I can do it this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's got to be it. The solution. Nice. That was tough to do in the first game, to drop something where you were standing, but that worked. Very happy about that. Okay, there's the solution to puzzle number 4.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
Oh, some birds here out in nature. Okay. We found a lost puzzle back here. We'll take a crack at this in a moment. Just take a gander around the exterior looking for any secrets. I want all the secrets. I want them all. Okay. Looks like it's just a location for this lost puzzle. This one's called Keeping Connections. Very interesting that there's these lines here. I guess those are lines of light? Yeah, something like that. From the sun. Okay. What do we have to work with here? We've got a driller. Okay, we've got a connector out here. I could potentially bring the connector through, which maybe I need to do. Like that. We can see there's red light in there, so maybe not. Because I'll need the red light to pass through the drilling door, maybe. And then... Keeping connections is what it says. Can't pass through this. What do we got going on back here? Yeah, we got to get the red light here. Okay. Let's see. I don't know for certain whether or not light can pass through this, like, wired window. Seems like probably not, but I don't know for sure. Let's drill over here to start. Get some red light that way, right? And then... Okay, so the light will pass through both the purple gates and the wired areas. But we can't interact with that at the moment. We can keep connections, though. We can keep connections. So what does that tell us? This is connected to the light source and to that one over there. So if we move it like this so that we can see... Oh, I can't see the light from there. It's interesting that it does show us both the things we're connected to, though. So, like, if I came over here and then did something like this, that connection is still there. So I can't get in there to interact with you. I can't grab you or use you. I can't change your connection. I need some fashion to get the red light over there. Let's break the connections here. Let's go... Let's ignore that connector because we can't do anything with it for now. Let's connect to that. And then we'll come over here and connect to this. And then what? Now what do we do? Yeah, this one's tough because I can't see a way to do anything with that connector at the moment. Like, I don't see a way to swap them or move it. Is there anything else over here that I've missed? Not really. Height is sometimes a solution. Sometimes you can move things up and aim over walls and the like. Or we could maybe get a red light source from somewhere else. But I don't... Yeah, I'm not seeing that right now. How can I use the driller? I need the connector to be here, basically, because then it would be easy. So the hint is in the name, right? Keeping connections. Can I push this through the hole? I can. That almost worked. It's not quite. This is a little bit, yeah, this is a little bit closer on this side. All right, let's try this differently. Let's push it through the wall over here. Like real close first, and then we can do real far later. Hey, nice. Okay, that worked. Very cool. We can't pull that through its own hole. But what are we trying to do now? Now we need to get this light here like this. So I guess we just kind of set this down like that. And then we want to keep connections and add one if we can. So while this is open, so if I pick this up, I can't leave, right? Yeah, I can't leave. We're not quite there yet. I think we now push this through with the driller, actually. So we bring this out here and pull it through. And now we don't need that gate open at all, so it doesn't matter. We can see we can see this, and we can't see it yet, but we will be able to see the other one. There we go. Puzzle solved, baby. Love it. All right. So a pretty good episode, pretty productive episode. We got 4 of the main puzzles and 1 of the lost puzzles done.
On the particle clouds, Melville. It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
So anyway, that's going to be it for this time. Next time, we'll continue exploring this new area, solving puzzles and doing all the other gaming that we like to do. Until then, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. It's a great game. I feel like I'm really enjoying it, but I don't have quite the same sense of awe that I had in the first game, because while the story is new and different, it is an echo of the past, so it's not completely groundbreaking to me. But I'm still having a great time with it. I'm eager to see where things are going and hope you are too. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.